Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to everyone. This is Dr. Muhammad Safdar Bhatti from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan, along with my co-presenter Ms. Maria Noor from Government Sadiq College Women University, Bahawalpur, Pakistan. First of all, I would like to thank the whole team of Multilingual Research Center and the Department of Linguistics and School of Education, Macquarie University, Sydney, Australia, for providing me this chance to give a talk at this forum. Really, sir, I am very thankful for this opportunity. And the topic of my today's talk is improving vocabulary through pictures at elementary level and investigation. And that is the brief sketch of my talk. Dear all, the last few decades have witnessed how fast the world has evolved into a global village, thus effectuating the need to deeper and faster communication with others. The call to cross geographical boundaries and break language barriers in increasing more and more each day. It is a well-known fact that English language is one of the fastest growing languages in the world. It is the language of the past, the present, and the future, and it is critically used in education, economics, medicine, and all other aspects of life. Therefore, there is an enormous global demand for easier learning of this leading language. Pictures are one kind of media that can help the teacher draw the students' interest and rise up their motivation. If the students are motivated, they will participate actively and will learn seriously during the teaching learning process. In fact, picture is used by the teacher to stimulate student memory, and it is one of strategy to attract students' attention and learning vocabulary. As English is a craze of upcoming and upgrowing generation, the role of AV aids is unavoidable for better learning. There are many ways to help students acquire, categorize, and generalize vocabulary words. One of the most engaging ways is to use pictures. Pictures bring vocabulary words to life and provide a visual that can help students to remember the vocabulary word. The main purpose of using pictures in language class is to enable the teacher to make his lessons more effective and exciting. Now, I would like to move towards the advantages of pictures. Dear all, according to Goddard and Ellie, there are advantages of the pictures as follows. Pictures are inexpensive and widely available. They provide common experiences of an entire group. The visual detail makes it possible to study subjects which would otherwise be impossible. Pictures can help to prevent and correct misconceptions. Pictures offers stimulus to further study, reading, and research. Visual evidence is a powerful tool. They are easily manipulated. They have to focus attention and to develop critical judgment. Vocabulary is one of the important aspects of students for mastering a certain language. It becomes the micro skills in learning the language. Or stated that vocabulary is the words taught to people when they learn a foreign language. It means that vocabulary is used to convey the aims of people, and without them, people cannot say or write what they want. Moreover, Wilkins and Thombury says that people can improve their English language more with words and expressions without concern of grammar. It means that besides mastering the grammar, mastering vocabulary is another way to master English. If we talk about the importance of vocabulary, we cannot convey a single idea without vocabulary. Dear all, the importance of vocabulary can be shown with the help of a British linguist, David A. Wilkins. Quote, without grammar, very little can be conveyed. Without vocabulary, nothing can be conveyed. So Majid argued that the importance of vocabulary cannot be neglected at any stage, whether the students are learning speaking, reading, or writing skills. They are constantly in touch with the vocabulary, and vocabulary is important in shaping their perception. Without words, no one can either understand or retain any sort of material. Impact of pictures in teaching English. Dear all, they increase the effectiveness of teaching, hold the attention span of the learner, make learning experience everlasting, provide direct sensory experience to the students, help students to form clear and accurate concepts, provide variety to teaching, provide interest and inspiration to the student, create language atmosphere, save time and energy, avoid expensive, empty, and meaningless, and verbalization in teaching English. If we talk about the significance of the study, that will be helpful for the student, for the teachers, and will definitely improve the vocabulary skills. My objectives were to analyze effectiveness of pictures for learning vocabulary, to identify students' problem in learning vocabulary, to find out the factors which affect teaching vocabulary through pictures, to find out the role of pictures in retaining vocabulary by the learners. My research questions were, how does the use of pictures improve learners' understanding towards English vocabulary at elementary level? How is the use of pictures implemented in the classroom to improve learners' memory to recall the newly learned vocabulary? What are the supports or the barriers of using pictures to improve learners' understanding towards English vocabulary? And my research hypothesis was, in this investigation, the researchers attempted to give a tentative solution to the problem. Hence, the hypothesis could be stated as follows. Vocabulary of the elementary level students can be improved through pictures for learning English as a subject. There is no difference between the scores of control group and experimental group in pre-test. There is difference between scores of control and experimental groups in the post-test. My literature view is, teaching is a demanding profession which requires a high level of commitment, training, professionalism, and dedication. According to Leong, English language teaching requires a high degree of professional consciousness that is informed by relevant specialist knowledge and explicit values. The spirit for learning can be achieved by the use of pictures in teaching vocabulary. Pictures are motivating and draw learners' attention. Vocabulary is one of the most obvious components of language. Vocabulary is the list of words that plays an important role in teaching learning process. The important aspect of learning English is vocabulary. "20 teachers and 50 students from Government Sadiq Dan High School, Bahawalpur, Pakistan participated in this study. It was an experimental type of research based on quantitative approach, and the stratified random sampling was done. Questionnaire for the teachers and pre-test and post-test for the students were used as a tool to collect the data from the respondents. And that is the pre-test and post-test results. According to this discussion, pictures enhance elementary level students' performance in learning vocabulary. So this hypothesis can be accepted. And that is the data analysis of teachers questionnaire. These are some factors which I deduced. Take interest, 90% teachers agreed. Participation, 100% agreed. Confident, 80% agreed. Motivation, 99% teachers agreed. And learn vocabulary, 98% teachers were agreed. And that is a graphic description of my talk. Now I would like to move towards the findings and the conclusion. Dear all, pictures played a very prominent and important role in teaching vocabulary at elementary level. Students were eager to learn English words, but they were hindered because of shyness. Teachers were not professionally trained to teach language skills. Use of pictures was ignored even in teacher training programs. The teaching learning atmosphere was discouraging instead of encouraging. Students needed repetition of the words at various points to become more accurate. Pictures promoted acquisition of vocabulary skillfully. And these are my some suggestions and recommendations. Dear all, pictures can be said as information, education, and entertainment combined in one package. Pictures are very good sources of teaching vocabulary skills because they increase students' ability to understand language outside the classroom context. Its use motivates and encourages students to develop and retain English vocabulary. Simple sentence structures can effectively be taught by using pictures technique. Teachers should also be encouraged to enhance their teaching skills. Teachers should be trained and motivated to select and tackle pictures. The lesson should be based on functional language. And these were some references from which I got the help. And thanks for your patience, please, and any question. So that's all from my side. So once again, I would like to thank the whole team for providing me this chance to give a talk at this forum. And thank you and bye-bye.